What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Slasher44, and holy crap, did Sony ever put on a show. It was basically just non-stop games, back to back to back. They showed a little bit of the Morpheus, which is like their virtual reality thing, but holy crap, just games on top of games on top of games. If you ask me, they won E3. I've never seen a press conference just put out so many games, and so many games I wasn't expecting, and I think that's really the big part of it. So they started off with The Last Guardian, which is coming out in 2016, and a lot of these games that are coming out for PlayStation are 2016, but The Last Guardian, it's basically this kind of like Japanese style. You're a kid, and you have this dog that's with you, and you go through this story. It's really like emotionally touching kind of game. After that, they showed Horizon, and Horizon looked really, really good. It's from the makers that made Killzone, and Killzone's really, really good, but this one looks even better. You're like this tribe, and you're in like this post-apocalyptic land, and you're trying to fight these kind of animals that have been transformed with robotics, and they are like the bad guys. You don't know why they're the bad guys, and it just looked really, really good. And then after that, Hitman, just Hitman, no Absolution, no Blood Money, just Hitman was announced, and this game looked so ridiculously beautiful. It looked awesome, and I think it's going to be one of the best next-gen games just by how good it looked. And then they announced Street Fighter V, that the beta comes out in July. And then No Man's Sky came, and they basically said that there is no limit to the size of the universe. You will never explore all the planets. There are hundreds and hundreds of stars in the game, and each star has like upwards of 8 planets circulating them, and you just wouldn't have enough time to explore every single planet in this game. So that looked really good. And then they announced Dreams, which is by the makers of Little Big, like, do you see what I mean? Just more games on top of more games on top of more games. So they announced Dreams, which is by the makers of Little Big Planet, and this game looked incredible. On top of that, it just kind of looked like you could create something, and then they would make a story out of it and put you in the dream or in the game. And I don't know, they really didn't announce that much. And then the next one is my personal favorite. It's called Firewatch, and it's story driven. You are a park ranger, and you're trying to take care of this national park. You're doing your best to take care of it, and then you get called out because the phone signal gets cut. You go to check the phone signal, and then the person you're talking to on the radio says, how do you know the phone signal's out? And you say, well, because I'm at the wire. And she goes, well, who's in your tower then? And you look back, and the light in the tower's on, like your park ranger tower, and so obviously there is someone about to attack you in the park. I don't know whether it's going to be a horror game. It looked really, really cool. Then the new Destiny expansion was announced, which also is coming early to PlayStation, which looked awesome. Also, Assassin's Creed Syndicate showed some more gameplay as the woman. You can now play as Eve, I believe her name is. And that looked really good. And there is missions coming, I think 6 missions coming to PlayStation that aren't coming to Xbox. So that's really big. Then it gets even bigger. They announced World of Final Fantasy, which looks like this kind of kiddie Final Fantasy game. Then they showed some. And then they had the really big announcement, which is the Final Fantasy VII remake, which has been asked for so many times. They announced that. I'm trying to get through this quick and to the point, but there is just so much to touch on. Then they went into some indie games. A game I've never heard of. It's like Sonuma 3 or something that is going to be a Kickstarter campaign. And then they went into Batman Arkham Knight, which apparently is going to have some exclusive stuff on PlayStation. And then the huge announcement, Black Ops 3 is exclusive on PlayStation. If you want to see more about that, link in the description to my channel, my Call of Duty channel, like my main channel, and I talk more about that. And then they went into some more stuff about Star Wars. They looked at Star Wars, what was it called? Rise Against the Empire, which is like a kiddie Star Wars game for the kids out there that can't play Battlefront. Then they went into Battlefront, showed that there's going to be exclusive stuff on PlayStation for Battlefront. So not only does PlayStation have Activision with Call of Duty now, they also have EA with Battlefront and assumably Battlefield as well, which is just insane. And then on top of that, at the end, they showed gameplay for Uncharted 4. So all around, a lot of games that aren't coming out this year. There's a couple like Star Wars Battlefront, there's Batman, there's Assassin's Creed, but the rest of them are coming out in the future, such as Firewatch, Last Guardian, Horizon, Uncharted 4 is next year. So like a lot of games next year, but they just so much good stuff, so much stuff that I'm looking forward to. But let me know what you think. Who won E3? Is it PlayStation? Is it Xbox? Or maybe even Ubisoft? Ubisoft had a really good showing as well. But let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, peace out.